Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we finally get to continue building our 1,000 horsepower, 632 cubic inch big block Chevy. Unfortunately, the parts delays are affecting everything and everybody, and this engine definitely fell victim. For those who are unfamiliar, we are building a 1,000 horsepower, 632 big block Chevy. Here's a short block. We've already done a few build series episodes on this going way back, probably, honestly, 6 or 8 months. And the one part we were waiting on were the head studs to mount these 18-degree big block Chevy cylinder heads to this engine. So a quick recap, it's a 632 cubic inch engine, Smeding crank, Smeding rods. We have a custom JE piston that, while it is just a normal flat top, it's actually going to give us 13-to-1 compression because these cylinder heads have a very small combustion chamber in the world of big block Chevy. These are 18-degree big block heads. They're going to run a Jessel shaft mount rocker system as well as a Jessel belt drive. We're also going to run solid roller lifters, and this engine will run VP race fuel. Super cool motor. So today, the wait is finally over. We can install these cylinder heads and wrap up this monster. The cylinder heads are now installed on the 632. We've already checked P to V clearance with it, and we've obviously had them on a couple times to measure push rod length as well. But they are final installed. So moving forward next, we're going to put the Jessel shaft mount rocker system on the cylinder heads. We're going to set our cold lash so that when we get onto the dyno, it's ready to go. And this thing is just huge. For size comparison, this is a 427 cubic inch small block Chevy, and it is just absolutely dwarfed by this monster cylinder headed 632. Freaking cool. So the shaft mount system, basically every rocker arm is going to be tied to one shaft that is bolted in multiple places to the cylinder head for structural rigidity. You can kind of imagine what we've got going on here. So the rocker arm has two bolts that bolt it to the shaft, and then the shaft gets bolted to the cylinder head all the way across, tying everything together. So that way, whenever one rocker arm has a ton of spring pressure moving it and pulling and pushing on it, this shaft holds it exactly where it needs to be in place and distributes the load across the entire shaft. It gives you a lot better valve train accuracy, stability, and support. The 632 is now complete and ready to dyno. Check back in next week for the dyno episode, and I'll see y'all then.